take the time in the previous interventions so that everybody can have an opportunity to raise his questions, his or her questions. We're continuing our day now on the issue of assessment, and one of the important issues that was raised this morning in the discussion was the issue of indicators. So what we are going to propose to you now for this morning, and probably also for the beginning of the afternoon, we'll adapt the schedule as needed. And it is to have a look on these issues of the indicators. And we will have two presentations. One which will bring us some experience from what has been developed in the field of the right to drinkable water. It is obviously the field in human rights where indicators have been developed and are pretty advanced in their development. So this is why we asked Elodie Tranchez from Waterlex to come and share with us some of the experience they have on dealing with indicators. Not only do they have an interesting experience in the field of indicators on the right to drinkable water and to sanitation, which is also a very important element of that right, but also they have developed several techniques that people can handle. Because of course when we're talking about indicators, a lot of indicators have been developed over the last decades on so many issues, but they are directly, they are used and they have been developed for professionals in the field of statistics, and very often they need a very heavy investment and apparatus to be developed, to be used and to be analyzed. And of course this is totally out of reach for us as activists. What is interesting in the field of water, they probably, because it's so much in the hand of engineers, they felt the need to have also indicators that people can handle themselves. So here we have a very interesting experience. Indicators are basically used for economic and social issues. And so of course it's one of the first things we think about when we use these indicators. We think about economic and social rights. And there's a bit of a mistake here in the sense that rights on the part of the civil and political rights also need to be assessed with clear benchmarks and also clear indicators. So later today, or perhaps the beginning of this afternoon, we'll have a reflection with José Parra on some civil and political rights and a set of rights which is very specific to transitional justice. How can we evaluate these issues, which perhaps are more of a qualitative nature than a quantitative nature? And of course this is an issue that could be discussed, but that's very often how they are perceived. So can we also have indicators in order to do some assessment in this field? So that's another type of reflection we will have a bit later. So I'll immediately with that pass the floor to Elodie Tranchez, from Waterlex, and Elodie will do her presentation in French.